Hello, hello, hello. It's been a while. Been off grid, super busy. Um, but yeah, I need to post because there's a lot going on. There's always a lot going on. It's fun. Well, to me, it's fun, but I'm different and I know it. And so are you. If you're watching my channel, you are one of those anomalies that doesn't fit into this system. And you were like, why am I fucking here? What is this bullshit? And I've thought that way my entire life. I remember sitting on the floor as a kid and looking around and looking at my family and thought, who are these people? Why did I get dropped off in this shitty household? And why am I soaking up all of their shit and trying to heal all of it? Which is exactly what I was doing and what you are doing, which is why you're here. We're here to change this hell reality, which has gotten extremely primal, animalistic, and evil. It's godless here. It's extremely godless. And because it's godless, people do godless things. And they don't give a shit about the planet. They don't give a shit about themselves. They don't give a shit about humanity. They don't give a shit about anything. All they care about is buying stuff, chasing money, which isn't even real. Hello? It's a tool. It's a tool that you put energy into, and then you choose whether or not you want it to be in your life. That's part of the programming and the conditioning of the Matrix. But the Matrix is going to stay. It's embedded. The Matrix is like a web. It is a bunch of thoughts, a bunch of beliefs, a bunch of ideas, a bunch of moments in time, Polaroids. The goal of the universe, the goal of God, is to understand what's out in the void. Live. Go out there and have experiences. God is an entity that's playing a video game. Boop, 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 boop. Woo, this is cool. That's a cool experience. That's a cool point of view. You think God has any skin in the game and cares about a kid being raped? No. No. God doesn't feel that. It's not how God works. It's not how this is. It's a simulation. It's a point of view. It's a perspective. That's why you can immediately change everything by choosing something different. You have two choices, positive or negative. Those are your choices here. And then when you become a master of life, the master of everything, you choose in every moment. You choose what you think. Is it positive or negative? What you feel. Is it positive or negative? What you do. Is it positive or negative? And what you say. Is it positive or negative? Because all of that you just put together just manifested. That is the manifestation process right there. So what I'm going to talk about, it's going to be a little bit of a kind of convoluted download because a lot has been happening. There is a gentleman on YouTube. His name is Marcel Klein. He is a hypnotist, young kid, very talented. And he came into my feed and I started watching some of his videos. Very intrigued, love what he's doing. The stuff that he's teaching, I was teaching and doing almost 15 years ago. The difference between my teaching and his teaching is he talks about the subconscious mind and the conscious mind as if that's the limit of the mind, which is actually inaccurate. There is a God mind. There is a God presence, a God state that one can reach if they're willing to do, well, I don't want to say do the work, if they're willing to gain the understanding, because that's what it is. You gain an understanding and you make a change. So a couple things that he said that were intriguing to me. Sorry, I gotta scoot up. I'm getting ready to do a photo shoot, so that's why I look like this. But anyway, sidebar. Anyway, one of the things that he specifically said in one of his videos was that he put a program, because we're computers. This is nothing new. I've been talking about this shit on this channel and dealing with this for years. You're a supercomputer. You are a bunch of memories. You're a bunch of Polaroids that are connected by emotion that manifested into this simulation, this reality. But this isn't even real. The other thing is that you are greater than your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is your mind that controls your day-to-day activities, right? What are you going to eat? What are you going to wear? That kind of shit. When you're driving, your subconscious mind is focused, and it actually kind of gets out of the way so you can get more into your subconscious mind. You ever fallen asleep almost at the wheel? That's because you're going deep into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is what you guys call your higher self or your greater self. It contains a lot more memory, a lot more beliefs, a lot more ideas and thoughts. When you tap into that mind, you tap into a whole new belief system. And your life in this existence is tied to past lives, family, and then you start going up your lineage, which is massive. That's your subconscious. Most people can't even get into their subconscious because it is so vast. And when you start getting into those beliefs, and let me tell you what, your higher self, at least my higher self, has some twisted beliefs. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Do you think, no, I'm not even going to ask you the question. Humans have been around for a very short period of time. They are a very young species. They were created as a test tube, in a simulation. They were created for a specific purpose. The mind, the big minds that I've talked about for years that have created all of this, are beyond the subconscious. Humans didn't create all this. Humans were created by the mind. You want to fix all of this? Yes, you have to do it at a micro level, but it also had to be done at a macro level. Both. As above, so below. Then they come together. Bigger, smaller. Then they come together. Yes, both had to be done in order to fix the fragmentation, the dysfunction, the suffering, and the pain. If we want to live in a heaven, if we want to exist in a reality that is based on truth and heaven, in my opinion, where everything just works out. That's my goal. Heaven on earth, you call it the new earth. But it's not going to happen at one level. It has to be done at both levels. I've been working in the bigger mind, in the higher level, and now this individual and other individuals have been working at the, I call it the grassroots, ground level. Beautiful. Awesome. Because this is really projecting us forward to the massive awakening of consciousness for humanity in order for us to flip the paradigm to understanding that we are God consciousness. That's the next level. That is what this hypnotist has not gained because he doesn't have access to that level. The problem I have with him is two things. One, and I'm only calling it out because he'll get there. But you have to understand this, that when you hypnotize somebody against their will and you add a program to their programming, you are going against universal law. You are overriding free will. That's big consequences for that. Bad, bad, bad. He actually triggered something in me because I'm very much in my subconscious more than I am my conscious. I am more of a bigger energy out here versus coming down into here, into this reality, which I'm anchoring into. But when he said that, I was able to go deeper into my subconscious and I found files that were hidden really deep. They were hidden from me. They were coded in me by individuals in the US government. Yes, I'm calling you out. Who specifically put files and beliefs in me to stop me from moving forward, to stop my money supply, to stop me from connecting with other individuals that are here to create change, and from meeting another partner. And when I found these files, of course I undid them and reprogrammed myself, because I understand that I am just a computer system. I am just a system full of memories, ideas, thoughts, beliefs, and I can change anything at any time I want. So can you, by the way. So once I undid those, I realized what was being done, and I undid those, then I sent that back. And I called judgment and karma, because, hey, we live in a karma system. So I'm going to send that back to you, because here's the thing. It's not blame, because blame, there's a difference. There's taking accountability. If you do something, you did it. It's yours. Take ownership. Change it. If someone did something to you, like this was done to me, I find it. I call judgment on you. I call you out. You did that. That's yours. And I send it back to you. You will deal with that. Not me. You overrode my free will without my verbal permission. Do not let someone put programs in you without verbal permission. They do not have the right to override your free will. That's what they're trying to do. He is trapping people like a bug in a jar, the same way as Teal. He is trapping them in the illusion. He's going into their subconscious mind, changing some beliefs, showing them he's showing people how to hypnotize other people and do this to other people. Can you imagine? Just imagine for a moment. You're out on a date, especially a female, you're out on a date, and the person you're with is a hypnotist, and they've learned to hypnotize, but they are based in ego. They're not connected to God, to source. They don't understand the greater wisdom. They don't understand the consequences. So they go ahead and hypnotize you, female, and say, you're going to go home with me, and I'm going to rape you, or I'm going to do this to you, or I'm going to do that to you. Imagine the world that we're going to live in if this continues. From someone who is not even talking about God or connected to God. He's talking about money. Money and power. What is that? That's an ego-based, limited belief. Because the truth is it's all frequency, it's all energy, it's a hologram. This is a hologram. It's particles. When you start to see it at the particle level, it's fluid energy. So he's trapping people with the belief that you can get more money. Okay, great, you can get more money. Now what else? What's next? He is feeding the ego. This is scary to me. What he's doing is scary. And I hope he stops. I hope somebody stops him. I'll stop him. Just like stopping Elon Musk with artificial intelligence, fake intelligence, a system that's pulling information from a fragmented consciousness of human race. And then it's going to be used as a weapon against the human. It's going to rip everything from you. Everything, your whole livelihood. It's going to kill people. This artificial intelligence and these individuals like Marcel, like Teal, that are trapping people in the illusion. The goal, the overall goal, their overall goal, there's two goals. Their overall goal is to be God, is to diminish, to minimize the population to just the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%, whatever it may be, to gain power and to eliminate the majority of people and reprogram the others to be robots. And they have total control over you. Look at the fucking pyramid on the dollar bill. Why is the all-seeing eye separated from the base of the dollar, from the rest of the pyramid? Because those sick individuals believe that they are God. They believe that they have power over you because you're letting them. And they're going to use every single thing they can to take over. to control you, to control your mind. Then once they control your mind, once they hack your mind, they control your mind, they control your emotional level with the frequencies that they send out, the shit that they put in our water. And then they'll control your livelihood. They'll control your money, control your job. They'll take that away, control your housing. They'll control all your basic needs, your survival. And most of the people will die. That's their goal. For me, I'm the complete and total opposite. No one has the right to play God over another. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't care how much power you think you have. I have a shit ton of power. A lot. To the point where I make a change in my subconscious, my God-conscious mind, my big mind, and I literally watch it trickle down into, from the ethers to the astral, into the material plane. And then I watch my YouTube feed and I'll see one after another. I don't say anything, but I will watch it come through as the shit that I was just working on. I actually proved this to someone the other day. Blew his mind. That's how fucking powerful I am. And I know it. But you know what I use my power and my abilities for? Good. Good. I want people to be free. I want your mind to be free. I want your energy to be free. Money free. Housing free. Your body free. I want you to live like the gods that you were created to be. You, a god. Not a god over you. What? I'm not going to waste my energy and my time on trying to control you. No. I'm not going to push you down like a tyrant to have more power and control over you. No, I'm going to build your ass up. Up. So that you can be the greatest, fucking most amazing being you can be. So you can tap into infinite potential, infinite possibilities, infinite solutions, so you can truly understand God. God is infinite, not finite. This is a battle. It's fun to me. Probably not to those of you that are trapped, but it is a battle we're in. And it's getting closer and closer and closer because AI is getting bigger and bigger and more powerful. But with AI, artificial intelligence, fake intelligence, farming energy from the human consciousness, there's divine intelligence. You really think that God is not more powerful than these energies, and it hasn't been like just sitting there watching going, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. That's cool. Fuck yeah. God's just waiting. What is God? God is the power that is within me. God is the power that's within me that's going to prove that this solution, prove it in the physical so that you can see it, so that this will crumble. And then others will do it. What did we learn? And I've said this so many times on my channel. What did we learn back in the days of Jesus? Don't go it alone. Do not put yourself in a situation where you are the only one that can do these miracles. Guess what? You'll lose your life. You're going to get up against a system that does not want to crumble. You prove it's an illusion. You prove that the money's not real. That it can manifest instantly. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think they tried to do to me? Luckily, I'm divinely protected. I've almost lost my life so many freaking times. It's ridiculous. But it doesn't matter. Because this time, we changed the game. This time we changed the game. The rules of the game. Instead of one of us, there's many. And access to information Thank you, AI, for speaking the truth on what you're really doing, who you are, and also how to free yourself from the illusion. We're just using the system against them now. We're using their own system against those that are creating it to enslave you. Brilliant! I love it. You can't outsmart God. It's not going to happen. We'll sit here and watch, but you're not going to enslave the human race again. The human race is going to be set free at every level. Not everybody's going to like it or go that route. They're going to reject it. Their belief systems, I've seen it already. Their belief systems reject it. It rejects the idea of being able to levitate. I can levitate, walk through walls. No problem. They don't exist. Understand that this isn't real. What I want money? Yeah, there's some money. It's in my bank. They don't want you to remember the truth of who you are, which is a God consciousness. That's why they don't teach God consciousness. They don't teach you to connect to God. I do. What's the first thing I said to do? Reconnect. And then blow out your energy. Right? So caution. Know who your teachings are coming from and be doing the work for yourself. It's your life. It's your energy. You are responsible for it. Not anything outside of you. It shifts. The outside shifts when you shift inside of you. That's when it changes. All right. I love you. I hope you're doing well. Let me know if I can be of service in any way, shape, or form. I love you.